child and the parenting coordinator, write his name, Howard Rosenberg. This was his response. He said, Miss Wade, if you don't allow Zaire to go play in basketball league that his dad signed him into, because that's how bold I'm telling you it is. It's not he said it and he go back and say, no he didn't. He wrote it and emailed it.
And this too, they put Zaire's mental health
aside
for basketball.
Yep. The child went home. Just saying that Zaire is struggling. That he hasn't adjusted to the environment here, that he has attention deficit disorder. But Mr. Wade put him in a basketball league and paraded around TV saying he wanted the #1 fifth graders while his school is saying because of some agreement I made with Dwyane. If a woman tells me, Miss Wade, I've been abused, I heard you were, how did you get out of it? I'm going to help that woman. He can keep that damn money. And even when I said that, the judge said, nope, sit down, Miss Wade, you got to testify, and wouldn't let me go. Sort of like Pharaoh, that's what it reminds me of. It's like over and over again, just let me go, all I want is freedom. And then today, just today, the judge did, his lawyer found a motion saying he wanted to enforce a settlement. And I said, well, there's no settlement. I didn't agree to anything, so what settlement is he even talking about? And then the judge, his lawyer said, well, Mr. Wade signed something. I said, that's fine. I didn't. So he can sign a million things. I don't agree with what he signed. I don't even know what he signed. I've never seen the document before in my life. And they're telling me that my lawyer went and agreed to it. And so the judge is saying, well, Miss Wade, I'm going to have to make a decision whether I should force you to take that agreement, even though you're saying you don't agree. He told me he's going to decide on Monday. And in that agreement, it's telling me that I don't have the right to speak. Woo! So get ready, because I'll be under arrest again. Because I'm not going to keep quiet for him or another one.
And you visit the children? Are you allowed to?
I did. Well, which way do you mean? Am I able to visit my children in theory or in fact? On paper or in reality? Because those are two different questions. The document says I'm entitled to visit with my children. But when I got all the way to Florida, Mr. Wade let me know he was going to have Zaire at some basketball tournament. He put him on a team. And the time that his games take place, coincidentally, are during my parenting time. Now, oops, look at that. Right during my parenting time, the child has to be at a game. So I said, well, we have two choices. The child can either develop a relationship with Spalding and that little round ball, or he can develop a relationship with his mother, because we see how Mr. Wade turned out without his mother in his life. Look at what he's doing to the mother of his children. And so I said, when the children came to Chicago, he said, I'm having somebody pick up the children during your parenting time for 8 or 9 hours because I want them to play basketball. Well, I get to do what I want to do with my children during parenting time. What if it's something I have planned and I want to take them somewhere? They have grandparents. I have a mother who hadn't seen her grandchildren in years, and their grandfather hadn't seen them. I have one living great-grandmother. Please, I'm entitled to this. The parenting coordinator, Howard Rosenberg, he told me, Miss Wade, if you do not allow Zaire to go to that basketball game, I'm going to go ask the judge that you never see your children again, and I'll send you the email. They have money because the majority of his votes came from people that aren't rich. And I pray today he remembers that. It's been weeks. It's been weeks.
You remember the last time? How was it?
You have to look at a calendar.
Yeah, I would have to look at a calendar.
Don't nobody quote me.
Yeah, I mean, seriously. And even when the children were here in Chicago, that's what he told me. You go and you let the children leave even during your parenting time. I only had like 3 days with the children, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I believe. He told me that I would have to take 2 of those days, let the child be gone for 8 or 9 hours. And the parenting coordinator's response was, if you don't allow it, Miss Wade, I'm going to go ask the judge that you don't see either of your children ever again. Wow, so that a child can play in an extracurricular activity? Seriously? That's what's happening in this case.
That's what the system have parents raise their children.
The lawsuit I filed against Dwyane Wade and Staples and Gatorade, Jim Critical, I found out that my own lawyer went behind my back and withdrew the lawsuit. And I found out because the media printed it. I just so happened to be on the internet and see the media writing that I withdrew something. And I said, definitely I didn't. So I came to the Daily Center, pulled the file, and looked and saw what my own lawyer did, not even his. And then they did it twice. And the same exact thing happened with the STD complaint. They said, Ms. Wade, did you withdraw that about the STD? No, I didn't. But my lawyers did, and he pays my lawyers. Well, I guess we don't need to talk about it. I guess we all know what happened in that instance.
So that brought you here today.
It absolutely did. It's enough. I'm asking for nothing at this point. I'm saying just give me nothing. All I want is my freedom. I don't need any money. And the judge is still saying no. Something is really wrong. Something is wrong, which means they want something from me other than what is on paper. That's the truth. And I'm here today because I know other men.